Okay, students, now we are moving to the next chapter, that is Principles of Management. Okay, the purpose of this video is to understand the meaning of principles of management, then management principles versus pure science principles. Next one is management principles versus management techniques, and the last one is features, characteristics of management principles. This chapter is very important because in exams you will definitely face important questions from this chapter. Okay, we are moving to the first segment of this video. It is meaning of principles of management, right? So now we are at the second slide of the video, meaning of principles of management. Okay, I am going to explain in very easy language. These days, business has assumed wider dimensions, as a result of which number of problems arise in day-to-day activities, and the manager of the enterprise or organization has to solve these problems. A manager needs guidelines to grapple with the problems and run the organization efficiently. The principle of management guide the manager. Important is the principles of management guide the manager. Before entering into a detailed discussion about the principle of management, it is necessary to know the meaning of principle. According to G.R. Terry, principle is a fundamental statement or truth providing a guide to thought or action. Okay, listen, students. Principle, as we know, that general guideline to solve any problem. Like in mathematics, we have certain principles like the product of two negative number is always a positive number. There are so many principles that are stating that if you are facing a problem or a problem encountered, then what we have to do, how it could be or can be resolved. When we are taking care of any organization, there are certain guidelines, and according to these guidelines, our manager is capable to handle the particular situation. That's why in that blue color there are two bullets, guidelines for managerial action, and these principles are formed by observation and experiments. As I told you that management is not a pure science, not an exact science. So when somebody is going to develop a principle in the field of management, then observation and experimentation is there. So few name of management principles are like a division of work, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, etc. These are the, just you can say, the general guideline. Like division of work, when we are going to do or want to proceed something in organization, then management definitely want to that there must be division of work according to the capability and capacity of that particular employee. That principle is division of work. It's a very simple to understand that a principle is a fundamental statement. When a manager is facing a problem related with who is going to do that particular task. That division of work, that principle is saying that it's a distribution amongst the employees according to their capacity and capability of the particular employee. Okay, moving to the next slide. Management principles versus pure science principles. First one is management principles are very flexible because management is working in dynamic environment, and according to that particular situation we can change the particular principle of the management, whereas pure science principles are rigid in nature, because when we are going to change or to make a modification in the principle of pure science, the result definitely different. Second is management principles are applied with creativity, as these principles influence the behavior of human beings, whereas scientific principles are applied in absolute or in static manner. Management principles are basically developed for human beings to influence the behavior of humans, or we could say the manpower of the organization, whereas scientific principles are applied in a control situation or in absolute or in a static manner. Third one is management principles have to keep pace with the changing requirement of business environment, whereas scientific principles do not change with time, like the principle of gravity, principle of surface tension. These are the principle of scientific techniques or scientific principles, right? These scientific principles do not change with time, but management principles are vary from situation to situation. It can be changed according to the particular organization or according to the size of the organization or by that particular manager. That's why it's called management principles are very flexible in nature, because management is a combination of arts as well as science. That's why the principles that are developed by any management practitioner, that is also are flexible in nature. We can change according to the need or the situation. Next is management principles versus management techniques. That is going to be important. Management principles are guideline for action, right, in a written way or in a general sense, whereas techniques are methods and procedure which involves series of steps to be performed to accomplish goal. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose we are discussing about the principle called division of work. A particular problem is encountered by a manager, that particular manager has to perform a task, and manager decided that that particular task is distributed amongst the subordinates. So the division of work principle is saying that when somebody is going to do a task, and that somebody is a manager in an organization, and a manager is authorized to distribute the task or responsibilities amongst the subordinates. But a management technique is a method or a procedure that is That particular technique describes how a manager will distribute the responsibility or task amongst the subordinates. Is there any a particular phenomena or a formula or a kind of a workload analysis chart, and according to that particular method or procedure, that is step by step procedure, step by step method, according to that a manager is capable to distribute the task. Then management principles are more flexible. As I told you that management techniques are less flexible, right? Because when we are going to change certain steps in the part of technique, result may vary, right? Are you getting my point? Technique is more realistic. When we are going to execution na, then we have to adopt a technique for that, right? Next one. Then we are coming to the important part of today's video, features or characteristics of management principles. The first one is management principles are universal applicable irrespective of the size of the organization. I told you that management principles are flexible in nature and it could be applied in all type of organization. Second is general guideline, that is going to be important. Just remember, management principles do not offer a ready-made solution, right? Means when we are following or we want to follow a management principle for a particular situation, that particular management principle is not offering a ready-made solution for that. Next one is, that is management principles formed by practice and experiments, not developed overnight. Management principles are flexible in nature, it can be changed and or modified. Management principles are behavioral in nature. Principles are applied to motivate them to work towards achievement of group goal, like unity of action, unity of command, unity of direction. These principles are basically behavioral in nature. They are motivate them to work towards achievement of group goal. Next one is management principles are based on cause and effect relationship. That means a result or effect of every principle is anticipated before application. Means when we are going to apply any management principle, then what will be the result or outcome of that particular principle when we are going to apply it? It is anticipated before application. And the last one is management principles are contingent in nature. Application of principle vary from situation to situation, right? That application is when we are going to adopt a principle. As I told you, as we discussed about division of work, then that division of work principle is contingent in nature, means that application of that particular principle could be changed according to the size of the organization or what kind of organization where we are going to apply that particular principle. So principles are general guideline. When a manager is encountered with a problem or want to face any problem or facing a problem or stuck in a particular situation, so there are certain principles of that particular management that could be helpful for that manager, right? So in next video we are going to discuss about the management principles, right? Thanks.